Guys, in this next news story, and if you've been to Manchester, you'll know about this. When you go to Piccadilly Gardens, it used to be a lovely place to go to, whereas nowadays it's one fucked up place. And Great Manchester Police have released some information with regards to the criminals that they brought to justice after these guys were hunted down by undercover cops investigating drugs dealing in Piccadilly Gardens. In November 2023, officers from Greater Manchester Police's Operation Vulcan, supported by specialist police from the North West Regional Organised Crime Unit, launched a major operation in Piccadilly Gardens, targeting Class A drug dealing. Police identified several offenders who were operating in different locations across Piccadilly Gardens and North Manchester, pushing drugs to customers using various means. Some advertised their wares through flare messages, others used young teenagers to deliver drugs, and some just approached random people thinking that they're looking for drugs in the area to help them get a fix. Even fucking one motherfucker, even one prick. It happened to me too. There's me having a picnic with my missus, and next thing you know, fucking some prick appears and goes, "Listen, do you want to score?" Fucking hell. So this week, at Manchester Crown Court, it was heard that one particular group who operated in Ardwick Green Park were quickly caught using an undercover cop posing as a customer. On Tuesday, April the 22nd, the drugs boss Martin Joyce, his brother Dougie Joyce, and drugs runners Dean Graham, Mark Toga, and Thomas Hume were sentenced for their roles in supplying crack and heroin. They were the final 5 of 23 criminals who have been hauled in front of a judge. Court heard that an officer posing as a customer made repeated calls to the JJ Line run by the brothers Martin Joyce and Dougie Joyce. He met with 2 mountain bike riding runners at Ardwick Green Park on at least 10 occasions and was sold crack. Police later discovered flare messages had been sent to more than 200 potential customers. The group was found to have exploited 2 teenagers. One of them was sent a picture on Snapchat from Martin Joyce, who had the username Martin Joyce 903 Gang 1. He sent text messages to all his runners saying, "Yo, you little bums, get out of bed and make some fucking money for me." Analysis of phone and cell site data revealed a network of dealers. Martin Joyce, who's 25, was the head of the organisation, assisted by his 22-year-old brother Dougie. When police made their move at the home of Martin Joyce's girlfriend, he fled in a pink dressing gown. There was drone footage which showed his desperate attempts to escape, jumping over fences whilst barely clothed before being arrested. The witnesses actually said that they saw some pink furry thing jumping over their guards, and they thought, what the fuck is that? Anyway, officers seized large quantities of crack hidden in a shoe, £750 stashed in another shoe, about £276 put in a crisp packet, a debtor's list, digital weighing scales, and multiple mobile phones. At another property, Hume was seen throwing phones from a window. They were later linked to the JJ Line. The investigation also focused on an alley in Piccadilly Gardens known as Back Piccadilly, which was notorious for drug deals due to its private and secluded nature. Criminals such as Ahmed El Gomodi, who attacked a man who was visiting the city from Hong Kong as he returned to his hotel, has also been brought to justice. The man who was in his 30s had been out enjoying a few drinks when El Gomodi approached him in Back George Street and offered him some weed. In a brief conversation, El Gomodi threw the man to the floor and battered him. He then snatched the victim's phone from his pocket and ran off. El Gomodi was convicted of robbery at Manchester Crown Court, and he was sentenced to 5 years and 2 months in prison for the robbery in order to serve further 2 years for involvement in the supply of crack. There's Demetrius Wright. He was with the group in the centre of Manchester when he took a £20 note from an undercover officer before handing it to an associate. Within minutes, the pair had gone behind a corner and Wright came back with a rock of crack. Sati Joby handed an undercover officer a number of drugs, and he went on to supply the cop crack. During one day's surveillance, he was found to have made 17 deals with customers. He pleaded guilty to being concerned with the supply of Class A drugs and was jailed for 3 years. Detective Sergeant Matt Donnelly, who led the undercover operation, said, "From day one, we said we would do whatever it takes to drive out these horrible little men from Piccadilly Gardens, and this operation shows just that." This was a well-resourced and high-stakes investigation to tackle the drugs trade in Piccadilly Gardens and the surrounding areas, which was causing a nuisance to local businesses, residents, and those visiting our beautiful city. Its success was crucial to our overall aim of improving Piccadilly Gardens, and as a result of this operation, we're confident that we have made an impact on the supply chain by securing these convictions. In order to ensure no other criminal could creep back in and fill this void, our regular patrols of the area ramped up to provide a constant visible presence in the area, deterring criminals from thinking Piccadilly Gardens is a good place for their illicit business. Henry Solanke was jailed for 2 years and 6 months. Demetrius Wright, he was jailed for 2 years and 8 months. Ahmed Benibar was jailed for 3 years and 4 months. Sait Joby, he was jailed for 3 years and 4 months. Darren Scholes got 4 years and 6 months. Sonny Jonas got 3 years and 4 months. Ryan Chadwick got 5 years. Got Julius Cole got 3 years. Abidel Dafidel something got 2 years and 6 months. Abuli Conte got 4 years. Tolga Torkozu, he got a 2 year suspended sentence. Mohammed Omar got 2 years. Ashley Connors got 2 years and 6 months. You got Ibrahim got 3 years. You got Diane Stone got 1 year and 4 months. Francisco De Jesus 1 year and 4 months. Dean Graham. You got the other lad, Martin Joyce, you got 7 years. You got Dougie Joyce, got 5 years and 6 months. Martin Tugger, 3 years and 5 months. Thomas Hume, 3 years and 3 months. Nahom Selesi, got 2 years and 9 months. Ahmed Al Gamodi, 7 years and 2 months. A man who ordered a pizza after stamping on the head of his gentle giant friend in Nottinghamshire has been jailed for life for murder. Kane Lonsdale is 34, inflicted 63 separate wounds on 40-year-old Jonathan Dittier in Clifton on September the 17th last year. He left him for dead or dying in the living room of his flat for an hour and a half before calling 999 and telling the call handler he had stomped on the head of his friend. Nottingham Crown Court heard how he ordered a pizza delivery to Mr. Dittier's flat after he inflicted the fatal wound and was seen on CCTV collecting it at the back gate of the ground floor flat, still wearing blood-stained trainers. Jailing Lonsdale, he showed no emotion in the dock. Judge James Sampson said he must serve at least 15 years before he is eligible for parole for the merciless and sustained attack. Prosecutor Jeremy Jane said Lonsdale and Mr. Dittier, who was vulnerable and had learning difficulties, were friends and would be seen regularly drinking together, taking it turns to spend their benefits money on alcohol. The court was told a neighbour reported hearing banging lasting around 10 minutes just before 6 o'clock, which Judge Sampson said must have been when Lonsdale carried out the fatal attack. After murdering his friend, Lonsdale went to his father's address and said, "Hey up, Dad, I've killed my mate, or I think I have," before returning to the flat and calling 999 after his father told him to. When police arrived, Lonsdale was outside the property and was calm and did not seem drunk, although it was accepted by Judge Sampson that he had been intoxicated at the time of the attack. I just want to say rest in peace to the victim. My condolences go out to your family. But guys, there's a couple of stories coming out from the streets of the UK. Once again, if you already haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel and please give this video a little like. It's your boy GT. Keep it locked, keep it real.